So what it do to everybody? So I'm live broadcasting on my website to billions of my fans, beautiful girls, beautiful ladies. Yeah, but I know my fans, they've been posting it on YouTube. But we don't do it for views because I don't need no damn views. I'm broadcasting live. Everything I do, I get a lot of views. I get a lot of attention. So I'm not really giving a damn if people listen to the stories on there. I mean, it's on there. I mean, for whoever want to fuck with it. But, it is what it is. Now, my new album just came out. The full album is on my website. Young Michael Jackson. It's part one. There's a part two, too. But part one, yes. Young Michael Jackson is out on my website. And then, my fans gonna post songs each day on SoundCloud. They're not gonna post a full album on SoundCloud. So, we got a live documentary movie about my album, Michael Jackson. So I thought we'd do a little celebration and, tell y'all everything that went down midnight when my album came out, which a lot of shit definitely went down. So I want everybody to sit back and relax because we gonna thug. We gonna thug. Keeping it thuggy. Say no. Yeah, I always say that to fuck with niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing that in front of my wife, tnerra. She was like, that shit is stupid. You need to stop saying that shit. So, anyway, she be laughing though because she know it's funny. I say that in front of all my girls I date. They always laugh when I say that shit. I'm not a real thug. I just say that because niggas be acting like they thugs. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying keeping it thuggy. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into this story. You know what I'm saying? My love life and career, it's in a parallel universe. God damn, I got 8 billion people looking at me. Well, not looking at me. This shit is audio, but I got 8 billion people, listening to me on my website. It's a lot of people. All right, let's get into this episode. So, if y'all don't know, I am supposed to be training my wife, tnerra, because she is Mother Nature and stuff. But she did just recently had a baby, so I can't really put a lot of pressure on her. You know what I'm saying? So I could tell that everything that God said to her was on her mind. I could tell that she was definitely thinking about that shit a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because she was doing things a lot differently, than she normally did. So she is definitely putting out the effort to change a lot of shit. And I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That's my baby. So my album came out, right? So it came out midnight, and I actually, I had to be home when it came out because, the documentary people was coming to film me for my documentary movie on Michael Jackson. So that is going to be on Disney Plus, which is on Disney Plus right now. Miley Cyrus got her documentary movie out for her album. And yes, I am still married to Miley Cyrus. So the album came out, and Tanae was like, baby, I love your fucking album. You sound so good. You sound like a young Michael Jackson. I'm like, I played young Michael Jackson on Netflix. She was like, yes, I know. And you look cute in that too. I'm like, oh, I do. You like the way I look, baby? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you still my baby? She's like, yes. And I don't want to share my baby with any other girl. I'm like, I know, baby. She's like, I know. I mean, we've been away from each other for a long time, honey. And I know it was so easy for you to just start fucking with these celebrity girls because I wasn't around. But David, how do you think that made me feel to see you like online with all these other celebrity girls every month? I see you with a different famous girl, or you know what I'm saying? Like, and then they coming out saying they pregnant and all this shit, and then I'm hearing rumors that other celebrity girls having your babies. Like, I was really going through it, David. I really was, and I'm sorry if you didn't think that I was like gonna give a shit when you left, but I actually did. Like I cared so much and I cried a lot, which is why my mom was there. My sisters came for a couple of weeks and then they ended up leaving. So it's like I was definitely sad, David. Like I was hurting. Like I thought you was never gonna fucking come back. I was crying like I can't believe this shit. Like, I'm really gonna be going through this shit by myself. And I was sad. I was really sad. I'm like, you was. Why you ain't just call me? She's like, I could have called you. I'm like, you had my number? It's always been the same for you. You could have called me and told me you miss me. How come you ain't never called me? What's the matter? You can't call nobody. So she's like, shut up. She was like, I was gonna call you, but I don't know. I thought you changed your number. I'm like, why would I change my number? That way you wouldn't be able to get in contact with me. I would never do that to you, tnerra. You know how much I love you, girl. She's like, you love fucking me. I'm like, well, that is true. I love turning that ass up. She's like, you better love turning this ass up. David, I'm pregnant. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? You just had the babies. She was like, the nurses, your personal nurses here, they checked me out. I'm pregnant again. I knew I was, David. I kept eating them big ass meals. I'm like, okay. She's like, we knew this was coming, David. We knew it was coming, and I knew I was going to get pregnant again too, David. That was the risk that we was going to take fucking so soon. So I'm like, okay, true. She's like, but after I had these damn babies, David, it's going to be a little while before we have some more damn babies, okay? Because I know it's going to be another double dose of either twins or triplets or whatever. So we're going to have a huge ass family. So after I have these ones, after I go through with this pregnancy, it's going to be a little minute before I get knocked up again. I'm like, okay, I understand. It's like, all right, okay. Well, I'm just letting you know that I'm pregnant again. So I'm like, okay. It's like, so I gotta go through another fucking 9 months. Oh my God. I'm like, baby, I'm not gonna get you pregnant at this. Like, David, it says in the new Bible that you knocked me up a lot. So I'm not really mad at you for getting me pregnant like right after me having these babies, but I'm not mad at you. Like, David, I wanted you to fuck me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the risk that we were taking going into this shit. Like, I took that risk, and you know what? I would do it again. I'm like, you would? She's like, yeah, you're my baby. You're my husband. Of course I would. I'm like, oh, okay. So like, and I don't want, like, I would never want you to fuck me with a condom on, David, because I would feel like I'm a hoe. I really would. I would feel like I'm a hoe to you if you fucking me with a condom on. Like, literally. Like, if you gotta fuck your wife with a condom on, that's something ain't right. Like, you know, like, you gotta go up in that shit raw. I'm like, yeah, I get what you're saying. She's like, them other bitches, yeah, you might want to fuck them with a definitely condom on. But with me, yeah, you don't gotta put no condom on when you in this pussy because I'm your wife. And you should be comfortable in this shit. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I am, I'm comfortable. So like, anyway, your album is out. So when is the interview is supposed to be coming here? I'm like, they girls, but they should be here in like 15 minutes. She's like, okay, okay. I'm like, I want you to be in the interview with me, okay? She's like, but what about the babies? What if they show the babies on camera? I'm like, they're not going to show them on camera, I promise you. Because we're going to put the babies in another room. She's like, okay, I mean, what if they wake up? I'm like, baby, the nurses, we got personal nurses here. You know what I'm saying? Jenna Ortega was here. She ain't going to let nothing happen to the baby. She's like, I don't want her around our babies. After what she said to me, so I'm like, okay, all right, I got you. But I talked to her about that. She's like, I know you did, and she haven't said nothing to me lately, and I appreciate you doing that. But I still don't want her around our fucking kids. So I'm like, all right, baby, you right. She's like, you know, like, I just know, because she's already jealous that I'm back here and that I'm back in your life. Now, what would she do if she's alone with our fucking newborn babies? They can't defend themselves, they newborns. They can't even hold their head up straight. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. She's like, yeah, I definitely don't want her alone with our babies. Fuck no. So I'm like, oh, okay. So she's like, and I know it's not no competition because I know that they're your babies too, the babies that you got with Jenna Ortega. I know it ain't no competition, but our babies look better. I'm like, they features, they ain't even grow into their features yet. She's like, David, I can tell our babies just look better. I'm like, so you could just tell her. It's like, yeah, our babies look way better. I'm like, oh, okay, and you just know. She's like, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The ones you got with Jenna Ortega with some pretty ass babies too. Don't get me wrong. And she's pregnant. Did you get her pregnant again? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you just keep on knocking up them bitches, huh? I'm like, well, Jenna is like my other wife. She was my first wife before you became my wife. So, you know, she's like, I don't know what you see in her. So I'm like, wait, Jenna Ortega? She's like, yeah, I don't know what you see in her ass. She must got some good pussy. I'm like, look, all right, the interviewers are here. So she's like, how you know? I'm like, cause I hear my nurses calling me. Let me go out there and see what they saying. So she's like, they here. I'm like, yeah, you can send them back here. I'm gonna have this interview up in the room. So they're like, oh, okay, cool. So I had, tnerra and we put the babies in another room, and tnerra was like sitting on my lap and stuff. She wasn't like she was not like ashamed to be on camera. She just was like laying on my chest. Because if you don't know, me and tnerra be going at it, y'all. I be beating her pussy up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a lot of damn sex. So it is what it is, and she loves having sex. Like I don't know what it is, but she just loves when I turn up. So anyway, let's get into what happened during the interview. So it's like, hi David, very nice to meet you. I'm like, well, nice to meet you too. So they're like, okay, so your new album just came out, Young Michael Jackson. Now the full album, it is on your website. So we checked and it's on there, and it is so good. We love it. Like, and we wouldn't say that just to like, rub your feathers or just, just to make you feel good. Like we definitely love the album. And I know your fans gonna be posting like songs each day or every other day on SoundCloud. Am I right? I'm like, yeah, you're right. So they're like, okay, so let's get into the interview. So the cameras are rolling, and this must be your wife tnerra. So I'm like, yes, this is my wife tnerra. So they're like, how you doing, tnerra Sims? You are Miss Sims, right? She's like, yes, I am. So they was like, okay, why are you trying to hold? She was like, why are you trying to hide your face? She was like, I'm not trying to hide my face. I mean, the interview is like about my husband, so I'm not trying to like, make myself well known on camera. But if you want to see my face, that's fine. So she was like still laying on my chest or whatever. They was like, okay, so you got your wife tnerra with you, and I heard y'all had some newborns. Where are the babies? So she was like, they're in the other room, and we do not want them on camera. So they was like, oh, okay, we respect that. Okay, y'all don't want them on camera. That is totally fine. So they was like, okay, so David, what made you come up with this concept for young Michael Jackson? I mean, we know that you play young Michael Jackson in a Netflix series that is currently still number one and is still trending on Netflix. It is doing very big numbers on Netflix. Can you, and we heard that is your real voice. You are really singing those songs in that series. Like, it's not Michael Jackson singing it, that is you. I'm like, yes, it is. They was like, you have a very beautiful voice. I'm like, thank you for noticing that. So they was like, so what made you name the album after the TV show? Is it because the TV show is doing so well? So I'm like, well, I mean, that is part of the reason why I named the album Young Michael Jackson, because the ratings is through the roof with Young Michael Jackson on Netflix. I will say that the other reason why I named it Young Michael Jackson is because, yeah, I used to, look up to Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley, and when the movie came out, the Jackson 5, American Dream, that was like one of my favorite, and it wasn't really a movie, it was a series. So, like, I really enjoyed that series, like, and I was a kid when that shit came out, so I was so happy to see that shit come on TV. Couldn't wait for the next episode to come out. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely an honor to play young Michael Jackson. So I said, well, how can I really pay homage to, Michael Jackson? I'm gonna name my album after him. And being as though I'm a teenager, I named it Young Michael Jackson. So that's pretty much why I named it that. So they was like, well, I gotta say this shit. Your album is definitely doing big ass numbers. It's doing huge numbers, and it just came out. And also, Miley Cyrus' album came out. So your albums came out on the same damn day. Now, we gotta say this. Her album is doing good. Now, her album is doing good, and she do got some good tracks on her album. And, your albums are going head to head. I will say that your album is definitely beating hers. And the reason why I think that your album is passing hers is because you have a lot more control and a lot more power with your fans. You have a big fan base, a bigger fan base than Miley Cyrus do. See, Miley Cyrus do have a huge fan base, and she do, and we won't deny that. But your fan base is out of this damn park. It's too damn big. We can't even count. I know it's in the billions. I mean, these girls be all over the damn place. So it's like these girls couldn't wait for your album to came. They couldn't wait for your album to come out. I mean, I know you don't be on social media, but they're going crazy on social media. All on TikTok, all on Twitter, all on Instagram, all on YouTube. They all over the damn place. Snapchat, everything. They are just going crazy. Even Facebook. So it's like, how does it feel to be this damn big? And do you think Miley Cyrus is going to get mad at you for your album basically beating her? So I'm like, well, no, I don't think that Miley Cyrus would get mad about that. I mean, that's little shit. Miley Cyrus is a lot more mature than people think she is. You know, she just, her album gonna do good regardless. Her album is still gonna go platinum. So, she ain't gonna be, oh, your album did better than mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't that type of girl. You got a lot of artists. You got a lot of artists out there that are like that. They very damn petty. You know what I'm saying? Especially, if their album ain't doing as well as another damn artist and they, dating that artist, they get very petty and they want to break up and do all that weird shit. But, Miley is not really like that. So they're like, okay, but how does it feel to be this powerful? I mean, you're 16 years old. You got all these girls at your hand and feet. They'll do any damn thing you say. So how does it feel to know that you have that type of power with you? You have that, type of attraction where these girls would do literally whatever you say. I mean, how does that feel? That has to be a good damn feeling. So I'm like, it's a good feeling to know that these girls will do anything for me. But I will say, it is a good feeling to know that I have a lot of fans that love me, but also can get a little stressful at times. They was like, can you elaborate on that? Can you please tell me what you mean by that? It can get a little stressful. Can you tell me what you mean by that? So I'm like, well, I mean, like, it can get a little stressful because, I can't really take my wife tnerra out on dates and stuff, and without my fans like starting to riot and things like that. She's like, we actually was gonna get to that. Yes, because everywhere you go, you really can't, enjoy yourself, because your fans will go crazy. They'll start riots. They'll do it. They'll even start a riot inside of a restaurant. So it's like, I just, want to know, how does that feel to know that you can't really enjoy, being with your wife or being out in public and, being romantic with your wife. I can tell that I could get a lot stressful. So I'm like, yeah, it could, but I still love my fans, I still would sign autographs and take pictures and everything like that with them. Because, without my fans, I mean, I wouldn't be, the man I am, what I'm saying? But the real reason I am the man that I am today is because of my dad, who is God. For him choosing me, I wouldn't even be in this position right now. So she's like, okay. So what we wanted to also ask you in this interview, about Miley Cyrus. She said in her interview, in one of her interviews, because she did a whole lot of them, in one of her interviews, she said that this album is dedicated to you. And we can hear some of the songs where she is definitely singing about a boy. We don't think she's singing about Liam. We do not think she's singing about Liam. She is singing about you. And I can feel that she's talking about you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, she was definitely honest about what this album represents. And she said that this album is about, David. And a lot of these songs, you might think that she's talking about herself, but in reality, she's talking about you and how you live your life. You have a lot of girlfriends, a lot of wives, and You know what I'm saying? So when I listen to a lot of her songs on her album, I can definitely tell that she is talking about you. Now, at first, if you listen to it, you would think she's talking about herself, because she's like indicating she can be someone's wife and all this stuff like that. But she's making people think. So that means like you would have to reverse the words. You know what I'm saying? You would have to reverse the words and then put it together. So she's making people think now, and I think that's a very amazing thing to do. But how do you feel knowing that Miley Cyrus named this album after you? How do you feel? So I'm like, how do I feel? So she's like, yeah, how do you feel about that? So I'm like, oh man, that's crazy. She's like, and do you have any songs dedicated to Miley Cyrus? I'm like, I do have some songs definitely dedicated to Miley Cyrus. There's a couple of songs dedicated to Miley Cyrus. But there's a lot of songs dedicated to my wife tnerra because I was missing her a lot. There's songs dedicated to a couple of other girls. I mean, you just gotta really listen to the words of what I'm saying in them songs, and then you'll, I guess, get your point there. So she's like, okay, but how do you feel about her, dedicating her album to you? So I'm like, I guess I'm flattered, in a way. I mean, I guess I'm flattered that she would dedicate her album to me. She was like, did she tell you that she dedicated her album to you or that it was about you? Did she ever tell you that? I'm like, she did tell me that. She told me that the album was about me. She made it clear that it was. And at first I did not believe her because I was like, no, there's no way that she would dedicate her album to me. You know what I'm saying? But then she said she was working on this album for a while. Me and Miley Cyrus knew each other for a while before we started, having sex with each other and all this stuff. She's like, okay, all right. So, can I ask your wife tnerra a question? I'm like, yeah, yeah, sure. So they're like, tnerra. She's like, uh-huh. She's like, look, this is a question. You don't have to really answer it, but we just would like to know, how do you feel about David having girlfriends or extra wives? So she's like, well, first thing, David has to reproduce. Like he has to make a new generation. So how do you make a new generation? You have to have sex with different girls because Lord knows he can't make a whole damn generation with me. I mean, you see how small I am? So it's like he has to have sex with other girls. So if that calls for him making the girls his girlfriends or his wives and stuff, I mean, I get it. I know that he has to do a mission. So I'm going to support him in his mission, but I know that I'm his real wife. So that's the only thing that matters. So they're like, okay, okay. So, but do you get mad? I mean, that you have to share your husband with so many girls? Because it's a lot of famous girls that are talking about him in very sexual ways. I mean, she was like, I'm going to be real with you. I haven't been too damn thrilled sharing my husband with a lot of these celebrity bitches. Because I'm not even gonna lie, these celebrity bitches be putting on brave ass fronts. So y'all be seeing them in interviews or y'all might see them at events and they might act like they classy, but behind closed doors they are definitely bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like they hoes. And I'm just gonna be real. They are definitely hoes and they done showed me a lot of damn times how much they are fucking hoes. Especially, like Miley Cyrus. She's like, whoa, did you just say Miley Cyrus? You and Miley Cyrus got a beef? She's like, Miley Cyrus been coming at me ever since I got back in David life. She been throwing little jabs at me, threatening me and stuff. So it's like, I didn't want to say it on this interview because this interview is about my husband, David, and his album. I didn't want to say that and turn this whole interview around. But, like she has been coming at me and, definitely throwing jabs at me. And I ain't been responding to her, but I am going to respond in this damn interview. David's my fucking husband. He ain't yours. You just been written his ass. This is my husband. He's my property. So they were like, oh, okay, we did not know about you and Miley Cyrus' little beef. She was like, and Zendaya, she's fucking a Looney Tune bitch. So, I mean, I don't know what y'all think about Zendaya, y'all. She was like, Zendaya is such a sweetheart. She is a princess to the world. She was like, Zendaya is not a damn princess. to no damn world. She's a fucking damn weirdo and she's a damn Looney Tune. So they're like, so can you please tell us why you think all this stuff about her? She was like, this bitch pulled the gun out on me in front of my newborn babies because she doesn't have David all to herself. So she's like, wait, did you just say that Zendaya pulled the gun out on you? She was like, yes, I did say that. I said that. I'm not going to repeat myself again. That bitch is a Looney Tune bitch. And I don't know why the fuck y'all be sitting up here praising all these damn celebrity girls. Because, I mean, ain't none of them worth being praised. I don't know why y'all be praising them so fucking much. But ain't none of them worthy of being praised. They just a fucking human being with just money. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Y'all be sitting up here praising them like they fucking gods and shit. They ain't nothing but famous girls with fucking money. But they hoes and they fucking Looney Tunes. So she was like, okay, I'm assuming you talking about all of the girls that David date that are famous. She was like, I ain't seen all of the girls that David date that's famous. But I can assure you, if Miley Cyrus doing all that weird shit and then Zendaya, she was like, you know, I can only imagine how the rest of them are. They probably even worse than them, which means I don't even want to fucking meet them. So she's like, okay. She's like, you know, and the funny thing is, I was a big ass fan of Zendaya. I really was. I was a huge damn fan of Zendaya, and I was rooting for that fucking girl. And it's like, you know, she showed me a side of her that turned me the fuck off. So it's like, I don't even want to look at her fucking shows no more. I don't even look at her shows no more. I don't look at nothing with Zendaya in it because now knowing the real Zendaya, I am not impressed with this bitch no more. So it's like she might be a pretty girl or whatever like that, but she is definitely a Looney Tune bitch, and you can definitely put that in this fucking interview. So they was like, okay. She was like, oh, and another thing. Oh, who's in this fucking interview with David? Me, his real wife. Yeah, that's for Zendaya. So she's like, oh, okay, all right, okay, this is getting a little fucking hot now. This interview is getting a little steamy. So, David, why don't you tell me, so your wife is obviously indicating that she's not too thrilled with these girls you've been dating. How do you, I mean, do you understand that this is affecting your wife? I'm like, I know it's affecting my wife, and I know what I got to do, and I'm going to do it, which I promised my wife, and she knows I'm going to do it. So, you know, tnerra, like, my husband knows. We talk about it, so you don't have to, like, grill him about it. He knows. Me and my husband definitely talk about everything, so you don't have to, like, grill him on this interview about our relationship. We talk about everything. That is too damn private. So they're like, oh, okay, all right, well, we can just get back into the album. She's like, yes, why don't y'all do that? Because that's what the interview is for, right? So she was like, how the hell are you going to change the fucking interview from the album to our love life? We don't want everybody in our fucking business. So that she was like, okay, you're right. Okay, we can just get back into the interview. She was like, yes, get back into the interview. That's what you're getting paid for, right? She was like, yes, that is exactly what I'm getting paid for. She's like, okay, so why don't you do that? So she's like, okay, so David, you know you got the #1 album basically in America. It's in over 150 something states. It's a lot. So how do you feel to already have the #1 album, which it was already #1 before it came out? So how do you feel about all that? I'm like, I don't know how the hell I feel about that. I mean, I guess I feel amazing about it. I mean, you know, my fans, I have the best fans in the world. I have good loyal fans. You know, these fans are so loyal. You know, and anytime I got something coming out, they right on top of it. So, you know, I feel amazing that they, you know, made it #1 before it even came out. So, yeah, I mean, I feel good about it. So they like, you feel good? I'm like, yeah, I feel amazing. So they're like, are you going to celebrate? Like, how are you going to celebrate this whole thing? I mean, you got to celebrate. This album is big. So I'm like, it is a really big damn album. So I just remember I ended up after the interview was over, after, you know, the interview people left, I ended up turning the shit out of my wife pussy. Like, we ended up having sex. I ended up fucking the shit out of my wife tnerra. I was turning her ass up, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. She was horny too, because the whole time we was doing the interview, she kept like nibbling on my ear and everything and putting her hands down my, you know, she, feeling on my dick and everything. She was horny. The funny thing was, the interviewer couldn't see what we were doing, and I was like playing with her pussy and everything. We were kind of like under the covers. So, we had to hurry up and wrap that interview up because I was definitely like ready to beat it up. Like my dick was silent. It was like silent like a rock. It was horny. It was ready to go. So yeah, we definitely had sex and I tore that ass up. I'm not gonna lie to you. And so I remember tnerra was telling me that one of her friends, she wanted one of her friends to come over and help her with the babies. And she was like, David, is it okay if one of my friends come over? It's a girl. She was gonna help me with one of the, like with the babies, because it's like it's four of them, and you be working and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but you come on set with me though, honey. She's like, I know I do, but I mean, I just thought that maybe she could like be there on set with us, like, and help me with the babies. I'm like, well, what about when I want to beat the pussy out? She's like, she can leave out the fucking room. She don't got to stay in the room while we fucking. Of course not. I'm like, okay. I mean, if this is what you want, she's like, David, I won't invite the girl. I won't invite her if you think it's gonna be a problem. I'm like, I don't know. You really want her to come down? It's like, I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm like, baby, I want you all to myself. She's like, well, then I won't invite her. I'm like, you promise? Like, I promise. So I'm like, nah, I want to get more in that pussy. I actually want to get deeper in that pussy. She's like, how deeper do you want to get? So I'm like, I want to get real deep. She's like, but wait, let me check on the babies. So she's like, okay, well, they still sleep. All right. So as me and my wife, tnerra, as we having sex or whatever like that, Miley Cyrus is talking to her team and stuff. So they like, Miley Cyrus, your album is doing great, but it is not doing as great as David's album. His album is definitely through the fucking roof. It's actually a good damn album. She was like, okay, so you're trying to get me to turn on David? I'm not doing that. I mean, we all knew that this was a fucking risky. So she was like, we all knew that this was very risky. Putting out albums at the same time. We all knew that. Like, so it's like, but why would you tell David to put out his damn album on the same day as you? His album was coming out March the 20th. Why would you tell him to bring it out on the same day as yours? That was definitely a dumbass idea on your end. So she was like, you know what? He is still my damn husband. They was like, yeah, and he shacked up with fucking that girl tnerra, the girl that just had his damn babies, his real damn wife. You think he gonna leave that girl for you? So she was like, you know what? Y'all not gonna give me the turn on David. Y'all not. I know what y'all doing, and it's not gonna fucking work. You know what I'm saying? Like, my album is still gonna go triple platinum. It is still gonna go 2 times platinum. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? Even though David's album is definitely gonna go diamond, I'm happy with David's album going diamond. David is a lot more famous than me. He has a lot more buzz than me. This man is playing in multiple movies. He's playing in multiple TV shows. He's a fucking big ass lottery pick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get why his album is doing better than mine. I get that. I totally fucking understand that. And it's even if our albums didn't come out on the same day, my album would still go 2 times platinum. It would still do the same fucking numbers. So y'all acting like David bringing out his album on the same day is slowing the process down. My album is already platinum. So it's like, what are you actually fucking saying? Y'all not really saying any damn thing. Y'all trying to make it a damn competition. It was never a competition in the first place. So I don't know what y'all trying to do, trying to get me to hate David and be mad at him. I'm not going to be mad at him for what? Because his album is a big success and it's doing really fucking good. He's a really good ass singer. And he's a good ass actor and a good ass fucker. So they was like, okay, you know what, Molly, we just gonna leave you with your damn thoughts. She was like, yeah, why don't you just do that? So they leave out or whatever. After I was done making love to my wife tnerra, I made sure she was good and everything and safe. And I really didn't have to do no filming because it was like the weekend. We don't film on the weekends. So that was pretty good. So I had to go see the girl Erica from Stranger Things. No, I had to go see the girl Nancy from Stranger Things. You know the girl that played Nancy? And I call her White Zendaya because, she kind of looked like a white Zendaya to me. So I had to go see her or whatever like that, right? Now, on my way to go see her, I'm going to tell you what my fans was doing on my website because I be having my website playing on, the TV screens in my truck as I'm driving. So this girl, she was with her friends and she was like, y'all, let's just be real, y'all. David just put out a fucking banger. And y'all, this is only part one. This is only fucking part one of the fucking album. So it's a part two coming. It ain't coming right now because the first part just came out. But the full album is on his website. And oh my God, that shit is so fucking good. Like he can sing, that boy can sing his ass off. I don't care what nobody say. He can sing and rap. Like he becomes a fucking character in every fucking song. Like, I just love everything about this man. He is too fucking amazing. Anyway, so y'all already know that David brought out his album on the same day as Miley Cyrus. Now they both got documentary movies coming out. David is doing a live documentary movie on Disney Plus that's probably already out on Disney Plus. Now, a lot of Miley Cyrus fans talk about why would David do that to his girl. First of all, it was her fucking idea for him to bring out his album on the same day as hers because if y'all didn't know, David Sims, hold on y'all. Hold on, give me a little minute. Hold on, I gotta check this shit out real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. So she was like, if y'all didn't know that it was actually Miley Cyrus' idea to bring out the fucking albums at the same time. David's album was supposed to be coming out March the 20th. But Miley Cyrus, she was like, why don't we just bring out our albums on the same day? Why don't we just do it? Because, we together, we dating, whatever. Like her album is dedicated to David. The real Miley Cyrus fans, y'all should know. If y'all didn't know, that whole damn album is dedicated to David. So Miley Cyrus, I don't really think she's pissed off about this because first of all, her album is still gonna go platinum. You see what I'm saying? Like it might go 2 times platinum. So it's like it's really not going to change a difference, even though their albums came out the same damn day. And David's album is definitely going to go diamond, but let's just be real. He has a lot more fucking damn fans than Miley. And first of all, he's too damn famous. He's a movie star. He has movies out, recently TV series out. So his name is every fucking where. So it's like, you really don't think that these girls gonna go fucking crazy over fucking David? Like, let's just be real and put our fucking heads together. I think Miley Cyrus is not stupid. I think she pretty much can put together why the fuck his shit going crazy. You see what I'm saying? But any damn way, y'all been asking me, is David dating that girl from The Last of Us? The little white girl, Bella? And then something about, I heard that David got back with what's her name? Storm Reed. So it's a lot of shit going on. I don't know how true that is, if he is back with Storm Reed, because they did used to date. And Storm Reed dating some football player, a Deion Sanders' son. So it's like, it's a lot of shit going on. Because I don't know, if y'all don't know, David and Storm Reed is working on Euphoria, the movie with Zendaya and stuff. So they are working together. So I don't know. It might be fucking true. Because Storm Reed did not deny the shit. And she was on Instagram Live with her friends and shit. She did not deny it. She did not say it wasn't true. Because we was writing comments. And she just kept smiling. She never even said it's not true. She never said anything. She just kept on living and talking and stuff. So she seen them comments. She seen them. She just didn't want to answer that shit. And y'all fucking celebrity girls, y'all really be putting yourselves out there like y'all be just telling on y'all damn selves instead of just saying that it's not true. Because by you not answering it, we already know that it is true. By you not giving us a real damn answer and you just smiling, looking stupid as shit on camera, you already giving us our damn answer that it is fucking true. So it's like, instead of just saying that it's not true and I don't know what y'all talking about, and even by y'all saying that, we already know you lying. So it's like, they already be automatically telling on their damn selves. So it's like, I'm gonna go on a limb and say that David probably is fucking Stone Reed again, because Stone Reed definitely told on her damn self. I mean, like, she definitely told on herself. She was looking really fucking stupid and cheesy on the fucking damn Instagram live, smiling all hard and stuff, face turning all red. She was already just telling on her damn self. So it's like, she ain't had to answer the damn question. By y'all not answering questions when we ask you about David, and y'all don't answer it, or y'all just sit there and look stupid on camera, we already got our damn answer that David is basically screwing your dumb ass. So it's like, you don't even gotta say any damn thing. We got our damn answer already. Like, you know, for me, you don't even gotta answer it when you don't answer it. So it's like, I get it. You know, you trying to be all private and stuff, but we already know. Like, I know David fucking that girl Stone Reed, but that girl Bella from The Last of Us, I don't know if he fucking that girl. That's a good ass question. Is he fucking that girl from The Last of Us? Is he having sex with her? That is a really good ass question. I have no answer for that. I don't know if he's actually, how old is that fucking girl? How old? Because we all know David is 16. So how old is that fucking white girl? How old is she? Like 14, 15? How old is that fucking girl? So they was, you know, looking it up. Her friend, she's like 15. So they're like, she 15. So David's 16. So he like 1 year older than that girl. So I mean, he probably could fuck. He could definitely fuck her. But I mean, I don't know if he is fucking her. That is a very good ass question. I don't know if he's fucking her. But it is video out, and this video out. Cause you know that they doing that 3D series of The Last of Us. They doing a David Sims version. Cause you know David wrote his own version of The Last of Us, and she's in it, and Stone Reed is in it, and all that shit. And they was at the little place where you do the 3D, you know, the 3D shit. And they was in them little costume things. David was grabbing her ass, and they was all over each other, like kissing and stuff. Damn, I don't even know why I was so damn stupid. Why would I say I don't have the answer when the answer is right in my damn face? I mean, they was kissing, so I mean, like, I'm going out on a limb and saying that maybe he is fucking her. Maybe he is having sex with that girl. I mean, like, you know, like, and then a lot of y'all saying that girl ugly, she's not really pretty, but I don't think she ugly. I don't think she's an ugly white girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't think she's an ugly white girl. She looked different. She looked different from a lot of white girls. She definitely distinguished with her face and stuff. She looked very distinguished, but she don't look ugly. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and she ain't got like a really big ass butt and stuff. I don't know. Maybe she do. But you know, David the one probably hitting that shit. I don't know if her ass thick or whatever. Like, I don't know how she look without clothes on. So, you know, all I know is if David is fucking her, I'm gonna say she's not ugly. I don't think she's ugly, but she got a distinguished look about her ass. I will say that shit. And I mean, like, the show that's on HBO Max it's a good show. She do real good in them episodes, but it's not doing better than Creed Cousin. And David is fucking up HBO Max right now. And did y'all know that he got his own month coming out next month? It's coming next month. It's called the David Sims month. So it's like he got a whole damn 30 damn days of his damn name. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is gonna be about David Sims. So it's like, that is fucking amazing. So this man got his own damn month. He has his own month. So every damn day is gonna be about David Sims, and I'm definitely here for that shit. So it's like, anyway, yeah, I mean, the answer was right in my damn face. They was definitely kissing, and he was definitely squeezing the shit out of her ass. I mean, like, her little white ass. So, yeah, he probably fucking her little ass. He probably turned her little white ass up. So, anyway, so I get the Nancy house or whatever, right? I get the Nancy house. And you know the dude that plays on, Stranger Things? The dude that actually was her boyfriend in real life. Now, Nancy actually broke up with him to be with me or whatever like that. So they, arguing or whatever like that. And I remember she was like at the screen door and she was like, can you please get off of my doorstep? Can you please, like, what the fuck are you doing here? I told you. He was like, why would you let him get you pregnant? Just tell me why. Why would you let him knock you up? Why would you do that? We talked about having a family together. Then we talk about this. Nancy, why would you do this to me? I can't sleep. She's like, that is not my problem. That is your problem. That is not my problem. Okay, I am sorry that you cannot sleep and you can't eat. I'm sorry, but that is not my problem anymore. I'm not your concern. It was like, how could you say that? How could you say that? How could you be so cold? He was like, how could you say that? How could you be so cold-hearted? You a cold-hearted bitch. You cold-hearted bitch. She was like, you know what? I'm giving you a chance to get the hell off my damn property before I get the police involved. Now, I'm about to call the police on you. He's like, you gonna call the police on me? You gonna call the police on me after everything we done been through? You was my girl. You was my love bunny. She's like, I am not your love bunny no more. I am not your girl no more. And I am asking you to leave my damn property. I'm not going to say it anymore. So she gets her phone out. She's about to call 911, but then he ended up leaving. But before he ended up leaving, I'm walking up to the door and he sees me. So he really starts to sing. So when he sees me, like, he's like, don't you got enough girls as it is? Why'd you have to take my damn girl? Huh? Don't you got enough girls as it is? And now you want to turn my girl out? Now you want to make my girl into a damn slut? And then you impregnated her? Don't you got enough girls as it is? How could you do this to me? Huh? You! I'm talking to you! How could you do this to me? You got all these other girls and you gonna take mine? You gonna take my girl from me? My love bunny? She's like, I am not your love bunny no more. Davey, come on in here. I don't know what is his damn problem. I'm so sorry you had to run into him, baby. So he's like, oh, now he's your baby? He's your baby, Nancy! Nancy! So she's like, I am calling the police. Oh my God. Oh, shit. So she ended up calling the police, and the police came and locked his ass up. And the police was actually big fans of me. They was like, oh my fucking God, you David Sims, get the fuck out of here. Yo, it's David. So they was like, yo, it is David. Yo, we are such big fans of you. We be looking at your movies all the time. I'm like, oh yeah? They was like, man, get the fuck, y'all together now? You and her? So I'm like, I'm just coming to see her. They was like, okay. All right, Nancy, you want to press charges against him? So she was like, yeah, because I definitely want to get a restraining order on him because he is definitely creeping me out. He keeps showing up at my house at weird times and stuff, and I'm tired of arguing with him. So it was like, yes, we are definitely taking him into custody. Okay, he's going to jail. Get in this damn car. He was like, I gotta work I gotta work on Monday. He was like, it's Friday, and you gonna be in jail for a little while. So you should have thought about that before you went to go harass this girl. You should have thought about that before you came on her damn property messing around with this girl. Now she gonna press charges, so you gotta stay in jail anyway. Come on, get in this damn car. So I remember at them signing autographs and stuff with the damn police officers. They was like, yo, that was fucking David. And I knew I was gonna meet a celebrity today, but damn, David just take the icing off the cake. That's my nigga. I fuck with David. You think he fucking that girl in there? They was like, yeah, he probably fucking the shit out of her little white ass. So I'm like, Nancy, baby, I'm sorry about me showing. It's like, I wanted you to come. I called you. I'm like, okay. It's like, David, I miss you. I'm like, you miss me? What you miss about me? It's like, I'll tell you if you tell me. So I'm like, I miss beating that ass up. It's like, you do. Wait, do you fantasize about me being Zendaya when you fucking me? Because you always call me white Zendaya. I'm like, no, I don't fantasize about you being Zendaya. She's like, you don't? You promise? I'm like, I promise. She's like, okay. So I'm kissing on her, and then she was like, "Oh, I miss your big ass dick. I definitely miss the way we have sex, cause like I don't know, like after we have sex, I'm always horny, but I do know that I'm pregnant, so that's probably why I'm like always wet." I'm like, "Oh, really? So that's why you always wet, huh?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, I didn't know that." It's like, "Yeah." So I'm kissing on her, and I just remember we ended up, having sex and making love and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Baby, I'm sorry I came between you and your boyfriend." She's like, "No, baby, it's okay." I'm like, "You sure? Because you was really into him." It's like, "I mean, I was, but you opened my eyes up to something different." I'm like, "Oh, I did." It's like, "Yeah, and I'm really into you. So I don't really like fantasize about our future anymore. I'm fantasizing about me and your future." I'm like, "Oh, you are?" It's like, "And we definitely have a future because you got me pregnant." I'm like, "Okay, true." So it's like, so I was thinking, how come you never asked me to like suck your dick? Do you like getting your dick sucked? I'm like, "I do like getting my dick sucked." It's like, how come you never asked me to suck your dick? I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it never really crossed my mind. I don't want to force girls to give me head if they don't want to. It's like, I would love to give you head. It would be an honor. I'm like, "You sure?" I mean, because I'm a nut all over your face. She's like, "Yeah, nut on my face, nut all over it." I'm like, "You sure?" It's like, "Yeah, you can come all over my face. You can make my damn face a punching bag. You can smack me with your dick on my face. I won't stop you." I'm like, "Oh, you won't?" She's like, "Hell no." So, yeah, I remember we had sex, me and Nancy. Now, damn, it was like when I seen that dude going crazy on her property, they was very happy together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I know that I probably came in between that, when I started fucking this girl. But, things like that shit just happens. Things like that happen. But anyway, after I was done with Nancy, because she definitely wanted to go out on a date and hang out and stuff, which was cool. But yeah, I got in the car, and I just remember I get in the car and I'm like driving, and I'm going to go see Erica from Stranger Things. I'm going to go check up on her and everything. And her mom like, "Erica, why do David keep coming here? That boy album is all over the damn place. That's all these damn girls is talking about. You would have thought it was a damn holiday. Why in the hell is everybody? That's all I'm seeing right now. Why is he coming over here?" So she's like, "Because I want to see him. And, it's always a good thing, so, to get to know your cast members." So she was like, "What do y'all do in that room?" She's like, "Nothing." She's like, "Well, last night I thought I heard moaning coming from that room." She was like, "Mom, why would you think that?" So she was like, "Girl, y'all better not be having sex in my house." So she was like, "I am not having sex in your house. And why? I'm 19. You acting like I'm a little girl." So she's like, "Yeah, you are 19 years old. But even though you're a 19-year-old girl, you still got to realize that this is my damn house." She's like, "Mom, I paid for this house." She's like, "Excuse me? You get high-headed? What the hell you say? You pay for what?" She's like, "I paid for this house." So she was like, "How the hell you pay for this damn house? I would like to know that. How'd you pay for this damn house since you paid for it so damn much? How'd you pay for it?" She was like, Me being in Stranger Things, me being in other movies and TV shows, me getting money, that's how I pay for this damn house." She was like, "Girl, you didn't pay for a damn thing. I paid for this damn house. You better get that shit right. You coming at me all wrong. I don't know what the fuck wrong with you, but you ain't pay for this, because I paid for this." So she was like, "But Mom, when is the last time you really had a job?" So she's like, "Okay, you say one more smart damn thing out your damn mouth, you will not be having company over here." She's like, "I don't care. I would just leave and go to a hotel with David." She was like, "So that means y'all are having sex?" She's like, "Yeah, we are having sex, Mom. Yes, I'm 19. I am explore. Yes, I am exposed to sex now. What is the big deal? It's sex. Everyone loves it and everyone does it. It's not the end of the world." So she's like, "You did it. You had sex around my age, so why you being a hypocrite? You acting like you ain't never had sex at 18 and stuff like that. You acting like you never did it before." She's like, "I never said that I never did it before. I never said that I never did it before. But I'm saying," she's like, "Okay, so if you done it before around my damn age, then what is the damn problem?" Like, why are you so damn mad? You're mad about nothing. You did the same thing. So why are you being a damn hypocrite? I'm really not understanding this shit. So she's like, who said that I was being a damn hypocrite? Who said that? She's like, you are, because your actions is being a damn hypocrite. I hate those damn mothers that always, she's like, girl, you are getting too damn smart in this house. Your mouth is unbearable. I can't take no more of your damn disrespect. So you know what? You think you grown, you 19 or whatever, you got money, then it's time for your ass to move your 19-year-old. She's like, it's time for your ass to move your 19-year-old ass up out of here. Since you think you're a grown ass woman, since you ready to have sex now, and you ready to let somebody get up in your cookie jar, you ready for that? She's like, yes, I am. She's like, you are? She's like, yes, I am. So she's like, oh, so you standing on that? You standing on that? She was like, yes, I am. So she's like, okay, I'm going to give you a few damn weeks. It's time for you to get the hell up out of here. So she's like, okay, fine, I will leave. So she's like, yeah, she's like, I'll leave right now. So she's like, whoa, I said a few damn weeks. I ain't saying right now. She's like, that's David pulling up. I'll just go to one of his apartments. So she was like, girl, you really think you got everything figured out, don't you? Don't you know you just his punching bag for him to stick his dick in? Don't you realize that? A man that damn famous and that damn attractive, you really think he gonna settle down with you and only you? You just don't get it, do you? You're just something to put his damn dick in. So she was like, well, I'm glad to help. If that's all I am to him is something to stick his dick in, if I'm just his sex toy, then oh well, because I love the way he fucks me. So she was like, you're being a really stupid, disrespectful little girl. She was like, you know what? I'm not a little girl no more. So she's like, you're not a little girl no more? She was like, yep. And you know what? Hold on. So she's like, David, are you outside? She's like, I'm like, yeah, what's going on? She's like, I'm like, what is all that yelling in the background? So she was like, it's my mom. We got into a big argument. I'll tell you about it later, but I'm packing up my stuff. Can I go to one of your apartments, please? I'm like, yeah, you can. You sure everything okay? She's like, yeah, I'm just packing my stuff up. So I'm be like 5 or 15 minutes, okay? I'm like, all right. She's like, all right. She's like, Mom, I'm leaving. I don't need to stay here. So she was like, girl, I didn't say you had to leave right now. She's like, no, Mom, it's okay. You want me out of here? I'm out of here. So she's like, yes, because we are going to fuck in this room. He's going to tear this ass up. Yes, he is. Yeah, you heard moaning last night. Yeah, we were fucking. I don't need to hide it no more. And I'm getting dick and I'm loving it. So she's like, this ain't no damn McDonald's. So she's like, it don't have to be no damn McDonald's, but I'm still loving it. So she's like, girl, I should smack the shit out of you in that damn disrespectful mouth. I should really just go over there and just put my hands on your face. I should do it. Like right now, because you making me do it. You about to force me to hit you. So she was like, whatever. So she leaves out or whatever. It's like, girl, don't you get in that car. Erica, don't you get in that damn car. You better not get in that car. So she was like, I'm getting in this car. So you get in that damn car and you drive off. You better not ever come back here. So she's like, I won't. So I'm like, what the hell is going on? So she's like, David, pull off. So I pull off or whatever. And Erica and her mother got into a really big argument. Like a really, really big argument, which is a lot of daughters, when they get around 19 or get a little older, they do feel like, they're like, they grown, they feel like they're ready for sex. They feel like they're ready for a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But, some mothers know how to handle it and some mothers don't. Do I think her mother handled it? Do I think Erica's mother handled it the way she was supposed to? I don't think she did it in the right way. I think she was very emotional about, her daughter having sex and stuff because she's 19. She's almost 20. When do you expect this girl to get fucked? Like, when do you expect her to get dick? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to understand. When do you expect for somebody to bend that ass over and fuck the shit out of your daughter? I mean, like, I got daughters, and I know they're going to get older and become teenagers, and I know that they're going to end up having sex. I can't really stop them from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stop them from having sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one can save somebody from getting fucked. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. Well, it's going to happen with or without you. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have to realize that shit. So, anyway, I'm like, Erica, what the hell just happened back there? She's like, me and my mom just got into an argument. It was over you. She asked me, was we fucking? And I was just like, yeah. Like I told her, like, I'm 19. Like, I can fuck. I can get fucked. Like, and then she got mad because I was just like, you was fucking around my age. You acting like you ain't never get dick around my age. And then that's when she got real mad. She got real mad and upset because she realized that she was being a hypocrite. She was being a really hypocrite. And it's like, you up here telling me when I should get fucked when you was getting fucked around my damn age. So stop being a damn hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like mothers like that. Don't tell me that I should open up my legs at a certain age when you ain't never do it. When you did totally the opposite. You know what I'm saying? You was 18, 17 getting fucked. So it's like, okay, so if I decide to let somebody fuck me at 19, then that's my fucking problem. That is my love life. It's what I want to do. It's none of your business. How I live it or how I spend it is my damn body. And if I feel like I want to get fucked around 19, then that's what I do. And if she gonna tell me, well, you think you so damn grown, you think you ready to get fucked, this time for your 19-year-old ass to move up out of here. And I was just like, all right, whatever, I'll move out today. I'll move out right now. And she was just like, I said I'd give you a few weeks to move out. I'm like, no, because that way I'll be under her damn thumb. And it's like, no, she'll think that I would get scared and be like, oh, I think we shouldn't have sex no more. That's what she wanted. But it's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to live my life the way I want to. And she's not going to control me no damn more. So I'm like, okay. She's like, if you haven't noticed, I love you. I'm like, you love the way I beat it up. She's like, yes, I love that too. So we kissing and everything was going good. Everything was going amazing. I take Erica to get something to eat from Stranger Things. And everybody kind of noticed her with me. And it was like, that's that black girl from Stranger Things. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, yeah, David definitely fucking her ass. So I remember we go home, we go to one of my apartments, and I bent her over because I was ready to have sex with her. She was definitely ready for it too. And I bent her over. She's like, David, you almost dropped the soda. I'm like, I know this bend over. It's like, I mean, I'm already bent over. I'm like, okay. It's like, you just bent me over the counter. So I'm like, okay. It's like, I mean, are you going to stick it in me or not? So I stick it in her and then I start beating it up or whatever. And she was moaning like really loud. I was turning her ass up. Well, I ain't gonna lie. She ain't really had to hold her moans back because she's not at her mother's house no more. So she could kind of just let it out. So she was letting her moans out because I was just turning her ass up. Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. And it was really good. I'm not even gonna lie. It was so good. It was good. I came up in her pretty hard. And I just know after I came up in her, she was like, she wanted to like eat and cuddle and stuff. And so I'm like holding her and she eating her food and stuff. She's like, my ass cheeks still hurt. I'm like, why? She's like, cause you was making it clap really hard with your dick. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, I can't even sit down on my ass cheeks. Like, oh my God, it might be swollen. I'm like, your ass cheeks might be swollen. She's like, yeah, cause you fuck real rough. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like entirely too rough. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, and then you want fucking encores and stuff after you done killed my damn body and insides and shit. Then you want encores and shit. I'm already half dead from the bottom, from my ass and stuff. I'm already half dead and I'm still trying to come to. And it's like, God damn, you want another damn round. And then I give you another damn round. I'm even more fucked up. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, David, God damn, my ass cheeks is killing me right now. I'm like, you ain't gonna let me beat it up? It's like, yes, but can you fuck me from the front, David? I'm like, all right. It's like, cause when you beat it up from the back, like, oh my God, I'll be feeling like I'm dying. I'm like, okay. So like, oh shit, damn, this felt even worser. Shit, oh my God. So I ended up beating it up whatever from the front, which was amazing too. So if y'all don't know, I be going there with Erica. Erica is a sweet girl though, you know what I'm saying? I really like Erica. So I remember me and Erica looking at, Stranger Things and, I'm kissing on her. And she was like, David, I'm like, you my Stranger Things girlfriend? She's like, yes, I'm your Stranger Things girlfriend. So I'm kissing on her and grabbing her thighs, whatever. which was really good, by the way. It was amazing. I definitely thoroughly enjoyed it. So after dinner with Erica, I had to go check up on Millie Bobby Brown. So I go check on Millie Bobby Brown, and Millie, she was arguing with her ex boyfriend on the phone. So she's like, okay, all right, you gonna expose me? How you gonna expose me? So he's like, I got video of us having sex. So she was like, okay, so what you gonna put it on Pornhub? What you gonna put it on X videos? Then go ahead and fucking do it, cause that mean I love didn't mean nothing to you. So he was like, obviously it don't mean a damn thing to you, cause you breaking up. She's like, cause you breaking up with me. So she's like, you know what? It doesn't even fucking matter, because if you really cared about me, even though we broke up that night, you wouldn't have left me stranded in the middle of fucking nowhere. What if I got raped? What if I got kidnapped? That would have been on your fucking hands. You know what? I don't care if you do whatever you do with those videos. You want to put it on X videos, you want to put it on Pornhub, then go ahead and put those fucking videos out there. I don't care. I will never forgive you, and obviously it will be a cold day in hell before you ever hear my fucking voice again on this phone. So she hang up the phone or whatever like that, and she's like, hey, Millie, you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, you sure? You look really pissed off. She's like, just got off the phone with my ex-boyfriend, and he is really running the number on me right now. Like, he is really getting on. He been stressing me out this whole day. I love your album, by the way. It is really, really good. I love a lot of your songs. So you did make a song about me. I'm like, I made a song about you, Millie. She's like, I love you. I'm like, I love you too, girl. Say, I want to fuck. I'm so wet right now. So I ended up having sex with Millie Bobby Brown. And I tore her ass up, boy. I ain't gonna lie. Millie Bobby Brown looked, I think she still looked the same. People be talking about she looked like an old lady and stuff. But Millie looked the same to me. I don't think she's just getting older, you know what I'm saying? So Millie is like in her 20s now, you know what I'm saying? So she's not like a little girl anymore. So y'all do realize that when you see a young actress, they do get older, because the years progress. They're not going to always look the exact same way. They features on their face is going to change. It's never going to stay the same. You know what I'm saying? That's for every damn body. You know what I'm saying? That's for the whole damn world. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, I had sex with Millie. I was tearing her ass up. And, she told me that she was pregnant. And I had to get my nurses to do the DNA test, because she was fucking her boyfriend too. At the same time, it could have been her boyfriend's, but it turned out that I am the damn father, y'all. Like, it turned out that she wasn't, like, yeah, I'm the daddy. So she was like, David, oh my God, you getting really deep in that pussy. Like, you're not playing. You letting everybody know, like, your dick is laying its home. Like, it's finding its home in my pussy. I'm like, oh, it is? Like, yeah. I don't know. I guess I like that feeling. I'm like, you guess? Like, well, I do like the feeling. But, David, I love you. You know that, right? I'm like, yeah. It's like, I just want you to know that I am serious about us. I'm like, I know. It's like, I mean, the past couple of times, I know. I did things that is definitely not trustworthy. Like, I lied to you in your face and stuff. And I'm not going to do that anymore. I promise you, I love you. I'm all about us. And you'll see. I'm like, I will see, huh? It's like, yes, you will. So she ended up giving me head like Millie. Millie Bobby Brown always give me head though. She always sucks my dick. I don't never really tell her, but she always do it. So yeah, she gave me head and it was so good. I mean, I came on her face. But anybody know me, when I get head, I gotta fuck that pussy. I gotta beat it up from the back. Like that's, pretty much how I'm gonna end up doing it. Like if you give me head, I'm gonna beat it up if you give me head. But anyway, yeah, she gave me head, I came on her face, and then we had sex or whatever. And then we looking at, TV, but my phone kept going off. My phone kept going off. So I go to my car, and it's my wife, tnerra. She's like, David, where are you? I just woke up like, David, why do you keep leaving? I'm like, because like you don't have to work. So you probably with a girl. you, David, so what? I'm not all the pussy you need? I'm like, baby, no, of course not. I mean, but you do realize that they have my babies. I got to check up on them. She's like, David, can you please come home and bring me some food and your dick? I'm like, you want me to do all that? It's like, David, I'm not asking for much. I'm like, I know, baby, I'm coming. It's like, thank you. So I bring her some food and, and she was like all over me. tnerra was all over me. Like, she was all over me. Like, I'm like, baby, what are you doing? It's like, I'm horny. I'm like, okay. It's like, David, I'm like, how long you been up? It's like, I don't know, for a few hours. It's like, why does that matter? Can we fuck? I mean, you do want to fuck your wife, right? I'm like, yeah. It's like, okay, so why does that matter how long I've been up? So I'm like, I just wanted to know. It's like, well, how long you been gone? Because I can definitely tell you the time because you've been gone for like 5 hours or maybe even more. I'm like, all right, baby. I'm sorry that I keep leaving. It's like, David, you're my husband. I'm like, yes, yes, I am, baby. It's like, okay. So I'm beating it up. I'm fucking the shit out of my wife, tnerra. I'm going in, like I'm really going in, and she like throwing her ass back. tnerra, she likes to throw her ass back as we fuck. She likes doing that shit. And it was really good. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely really good. And I remember after we fucked, her sister called the Sinitra on her phone. So it's like, it's Sinitra. So she's like, hello. She's like, tnerra, why the hell you sound like you out of breath? She's like, oh, me and David just got finished fucking. She's like, why are y'all fucking so early? Think you just recently had them damn babies? Why is he beating your shit up already? She was like, Sinitra, it's none of your business why we fucking so early. Don't worry about it. That's what she like, you gonna get pregnant again. Cause I'm assuming that his ass is definitely not covering his damn dick. He ain't strapping up. So tnerra like, he don't need to strap up. I'm his fucking wife. He don't need to. So she was like, okay, even if he don't need to strap his damn dick up, why the fuck are y'all fucking so damn early? You just recently had babies. Your pussy not even all the way healed up yet. Don't it take 6 weeks for a fucking pussy to heal up after they have a baby? So she was like, and you had like 4 of them. So she like, anyway, what do you want, Sinitra? So she's like, okay, so why the hell did you leave mommy in this big ass damn house by herself? So she's like, what are you talking about? She was like, you ain't at the house that you was at because me and Martina just came here and mommy here talking about you left with the babies. So you with David. So she's like, yes, I'm with my husband. Yes. So she's like, I didn't think it was a crime to be with your husband. She's like, it ain't a damn crime to be with your husband, but why would you leave mommy here by herself? Why y'all didn't take her? So she's like, why do we need to take mommy? Mommy's a grown woman. So she's like, tnerra, that ain't the damn point. When David left you for all that damn time, mommy was there taking care of you and being there for you. Mommy was there waiting on you hand and foot because you really couldn't get out the bed. And we was too. Me and Martina, and now all of a sudden you don't need us no damn more. She was like, that is not what I'm saying. So she was like, okay, so you acting real damn funny. So she's like, how am I acting funny? So she's like, you ain't been answering none of our damn phone calls. And you blocked us. You blocked us from calling you. You blocked, she's like, what are you talking about? She's like, I had to call you from a different number. She's like, yeah, this your other phone number. She's like, yeah, I had to call you from my second phone, not my main phone number, because you blocked me. And you blocked Martina too. So she was like, and you blocked mommy. What the hell? Why would you do that? So she was like, because y'all don't, because the whole time that y'all was taking care of me, y'all was trying to get in my damn head to not be in love with David and saying that it was wrong for us being together or having babies and stuff. And y'all never gonna accept this. And this is totally fine that y'all not gonna accept why me and David are in a relationship. So she's like, who cares if we don't accept it? You gonna fucking be with his ass anyway? Who cares? If we telling you what it is, you still gonna let him fuck? Clearly you gonna let his ass bust a nut. Clearly. So she's like, yeah, but I mean, like, I just don't want to hear that shit no more. So she was like, so you gonna block your only family that gives a shit about you for some dick? She's like, it ain't just about dick. So she's like, you know what? Go ahead, girl. I hope that I hope you having fun, tnerra, because don't call our fucking phone when David leave your ass stranded in a house again by your damn self. Don't call us ever a fucking again because we are not going to come there to be by your damn side. So she's like, he's not going to leave me again. So she's like, all right. All right, well, I hope you got everything you want. So she's like, I do. She's like, yeah, well, congratulations. So she hang up the phone or whatever. I'm like, wait, you blocked your sisters? She's like, David, yeah. I'm like, well, why you do that? They gonna probably hate me. She's like, they already hate you. So I'm like, yeah, they do. She's like, David, we're fucking. And we're cousins? Yeah, they already hate you, David. I think that ship has been sailed. Look, David, they don't understand why the fuck we even in a relationship. They don't get it. And they're not going to get it. So it's like, why try to waste time making them understand this shit? Like, I just don't feel like doing that shit. I know what I did was wrong, but David, like, I'm all about you. I'm like, okay, I get it. All right. You sure you're not going to turn back? It's like, David, I've been turned over a new chapter. You're who I love. I want to be with you. I'm like, I want to be with you too. And I want to keep beating that pussy up too. She's like, well, my legs are open. I'm like, no, I want to beat it up from the back. It's like, you do know that I'm pregnant. I can't lay on my stomach no more. So she's like, I got to get up and bend over. So she get up and bend over. I ended up beating it up from the back. I was turning her ass up though. Which was really good, by the way. So me and tnerra, we get into having some really deep, good sex, some steamy ass sex. Man, I just remember tnerra was just like, after we was done having sex, she was just like, David, can I talk to you about something? I'm like, yeah, you can. She's like, David, because God said that he was leaving in 7 years. That means that we're gonna have to move into that kingdom, and that kingdom looked like it's in the fucking clouds. Like when I was looking out the window, I seen like actual clouds, like real clouds, like in the window. Like that kingdom don't even look like it's on the ground. I'm like, it's not on the ground. So she's like, David, but I'm saying like we ain't gonna be able to see people. I'm like, we are gonna be able to see people. You don't think God leaves that kingdom? He can leave that kingdom anytime he wants to. I still can be a movie star. I still can do all the stuff I'm doing. I promise you, we are still going to have a life, okay? I promise you. She's like, you promise? I'm like, I promise, okay? It's like, but what if we want to have company? What if we want to have people over? I'm like, tnerra, we'll take care of it. It's like, that means that we can never invite nobody over there. We can never invite people to our house. I'm like, baby, we got to live in that kingdom, but we got other houses in different states that we can invite them to. So she's like, oh, okay. I'm like, so we can have, like, if we have a dinner, we can have a dinner at one of my houses in a different state. Whatever state we in, we can have a dinner there at one of our places, and then after we had the dinner, we come back to the kingdom. Nobody has to know what we're doing, baby. It's between us, okay? She's like, okay. I'm like, now come here, girl, because I ain't done beating that pussy up. She's like, well, I'm not done letting you beat that pussy up. Make that shit growl. So I ended up having sex with tnerra again, right? So it was really good. And I'm happy that tnerra had a lot of questions about, when my dad, who was gone, when he leave. So she was like, so that means that he gonna leave when the babies turn 7, on their 7th birthday. I'm like, yeah, well, I guess 7 is the lucky number. So she's like, oh my God, wow, that's crazy. I got another question. I'm like, okay, so what's your other question? She's like, so you're not ever gonna open the temple up? Like, because God said, your dad, he said that you are not going to open the temple up because you know that no one is going to listen. Like, what does he mean by that? So I'm like, well, he means that ain't nobody going to fucking listen. What else could he mean? Like, If you seeing that ain't nobody worrying about God, they only use God when it's convenient to them. When do people use God? When do people use his name? When it's convenient to them. When it makes them look good. You know what I'm saying? So when do people use God? On Instagram, Twitter, all that, when they putting things in their little bio, God is first and all this bullshit that they don't even mean. So it's like, that is when they put God's name in their fucking life. But they not even using that shit because most of the time they being evil as hell. They doing evil things all day. So if these people are doing wicked shit all damn day, and I open up a damn temple, even though my fans would definitely support it, they not going to be all the way aboard because they still going to want to live an American life. You understand what I'm saying? This America shit is taking over the world. It's sweeping the nation. She like, yeah, but you sweeping the nation too. I'm like, yeah, I am sweeping the nation, and I'm a big damn impact on this world, and I get that. But when it comes to God, it's like, but they don't. Do your fans know that you are God? Do they know that? I mean, like, do they genuinely fucking know that? Because I don't think they do, David. I think they know you're not normal, but I don't think they know that you're like actually God. I don't think they actually know that shit. I don't think they know that, because if they really knew what the fuck you were, I think that they definitely would have a different response to the shit. I'm like, well, they don't know that I'm actually God. It's like, you haven't told them. I'm like, no, it's like, David, you need to tell them who you actually are and what you are. Because I tell you, if you tell them, and if you sit down and actually tell them what you are, I think that their response would be a lot different. Because you are God. Like, who is not going to want to support God? Who's not going to want to, be in God's corner? Who's not going to want to be a follower of actually God? You know what I'm saying? Like, be in his presence, get to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? My husband is God. You know what I'm saying? You're the new God, but you're God, David. Like, you're my husband and you're like the new God. That's in the new damn Bible. You're in actual testaments. We are both in testaments, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Every day, like I woke up this morning, I was so happy because it hit me that I'm actually married to God, to a new model of God. Like, you're God. And you're like the God for all these different generations. And you're my husband. So it's like, that makes me feel happy. Like, God is married to Mother Nature, and I'm Mother Nature. So it's like, I think that's pretty cool. I'm like, you think that's pretty cool? It's like, yeah, I do. You don't think so? I mean, you're knocking up actual Mother Nature. You're impregnating Mother Nature. I think that's pretty dope. To me, I think that's cool. So I'm like, it is cool. So she was like, yeah. So it's like, I don't think my family will understand like what we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not like, I could probably explain it to my mom and my sisters, but at the end of the day, I don't even think they would really understand it. Like, I genuinely don't think they would understand it. Even if I sat there and talked to them for hours about this shit, the income, like the outcome of this shit, I don't think they will understand it. Like, wholeheartedly, I just don't think that they would. I'm like, you don't think so? She's like, I don't think they would, David. I don't think so. Because I tried to like explain it to my mom, and she was not getting it. She was definitely just not getting it. She kept on quoting things out the Bible and all this stuff. And it was like, she just wasn't getting it. And then I was trying to explain it to my sisters, and they definitely wasn't getting it. So it's like, they not going to understand it, even if the facts is in their face, they still not going to get it. It's like when you telling somebody that you're dating a girl, or, and the shit is right in their face, and they know you're dating that girl, but they still want to ask you, are you dating that person, when they know that you are? It's like kind of that situation. Like, they know Like they know you're not normal. They know that, David. They completely know you're not a regular person. But it's like, even with them not knowing that, I mean, even with them knowing that you're not a normal person, I gotta say this shit. The signs are there who you are. Like they know. I can tell you that they do know, but they acting like they don't know. And that's really pissing me off. So yeah, it made me, yeah, I had to block them. I mean, I ain't want to block them. I mean, I didn't want to do it, but I ain't had no choice, David. They not rocking with this right now. They not with it. So it's like, why am I gonna sit here and put myself in that predicament? So I'm like, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it is still your mother. I don't want your mother to feel. It's like she already feel a certain way about you, David. She already feel a certain way about you. Like yeah, she basically already feel a certain way about you. I'm like, she do? It's like, yeah, she do. So I had sex with my wife tnerra again. I tore her ass up, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. And she did end up. She already kind of ate her food or whatever, but she was pretty much out of it. The babies, they were in the room with us. But yeah, I had to leave out again because I did have to kind of like, I had to check on Storm Reed because Storm Reed said she had to talk to me. So I go, I'm on my way to go see Storm Reed. So Storm Reed is like talking to her boyfriend on the phone because he like at training camp or something. He doing something, dealing with football. So she was like, can we talk? So he's like, yeah, what's up? She was like, I think like you're a great person, like you're a great guy. So he's like, I'm not liking where this conversation going at. So she's like, I like you like a lot, like I do, like I'm so attracted to you. I'm not even going to like cap to you. So he's like, okay. So she's like, but you know what? Just have fun at training camp. So she hung up the phone and she couldn't really tell him what she wanted to tell him. And so I comes to the door. She's like, hi, David. I'm like, hey, Stormy, you said you had to talk to me? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, what, you coming to break up with me? She's like, no. I'm like, okay. She's like, come here. So I'm like, damn, girl, you too damn thick. Why you doing this to me? Girl, wearing all this short ass stuff. You know what it do to me. She's like, I want to do that to you. I want to fuck your head up. I'm like, oh, you do? She's like, yeah, look at this. You see this? This what you missing. All this juicy ass. So she bends over. I'm like, oh shit. God damn it, girl. It's like, yeah, you want it. You want it. I'm like, I definitely want it. It's like, what you gonna do with it? So I ended up beating it up or whatever. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I had to beat it up. I had to. I had to fuck it. I had to beat it up. So we ended up having sex or whatever. And then she like sitting on my lap or whatever. So she like, David, so you know me and Zendaya got into it. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, so, all right. So Zendaya shows up to, no, Zendaya mom invites me over the house for like breakfast or whatever. By the way, your album is fucking amazing. I love it. Is any songs on there about me? I'm like, yeah, it's like 2 songs on there about you. She's like, oh, like, cause it says part 1, so is the songs on part 1 or part 2? I'm like, part 1 has one of the songs about you on there, and part 2 has the other one. So she's like, okay, so I do have a song about me. I'm like, yeah, you do. So she's like, good, okay. David, how the hell you come over here without getting mobbed by all them damn girls? So I'm like, what you mean? She's like, because, oh no, never mind. I'm like, what? She was like, you got all them damn people at my damn house, all them damn girls with them posters. They followed you here. I'm like, well, they see me getting out the car. She's like, oh my God, David, they all over my damn lawn and shit. Look at all those girls. I know they not throwing their panties at the fucking window. What the hell? And I'm pretty sure they got boyfriends. Why would they be throwing their dirty ass underwears at my fucking window? Why would they do that? So I'm like, I don't know. I guess they, in a way, they telling me I can get the panties. She's like, David, that is dirty as shit. That is very unsanitary. So I'm like, what is unsanitary? She's like, what the fuck your fans doing? Them girls, they throwing their dirty panties at my fucking window. That's unsanitary. So I'm like, okay, so what about what happened with you and Zendaya? So it's like, oh, so yeah, Zendaya mom invited me over to Zendaya mother invited me over for breakfast. So I'm like, okay, I'm following you so far. She was like, yeah, so she invited me over to breakfast. And Zendaya was acting really fucking weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I told you I ain't had no beef with Zendaya. I told you that. Like, I ain't had no beef with her. Like, I'm cool with her. You know what I mean? But this morning, I'm like not fucking with her. Because when I came over there, she had this attitude. Like, I heard her talking to her mother, and she was like, why you invite her over here? I didn't invite her over here. And then she was like, y'all like sisters. She was like, we are not like sisters. And I don't want her to get a wrong impression thinking that I invited her over here. So she was like, she came over here for a nice meal to get some breakfast and hang out with her family. She's like, we are not her damn family. We're not her family, and I'm not her sister. And I'm tired of people saying that shit online. So Zendaya she was just acting really fucking weird. So she comes to the table. Zendaya comes to the table and automatically she's just, you can feel her presence that she doesn't want to be at the table. So she grabs her plate of food, she goes to the couch and she's eating. So I'm like, hi Zendaya. So she just looking at me, right? She's not saying hi back. So that's automatically pissing me off. So I'm like, I said hi, like, what's up? So she's like, you bitches need to leave David alone. Like, I know that you and David been fucking. But she thought I was never going to find out about that. And I'm like, well, I don't really owe you anything. So she's like, then why are you sitting up in my damn face telling me fucking hi? Why are you doing that when you fucked him? When you know you had sex with him? Why are you sitting up here acting like you my damn friend when you know you up here fucking my damn man? You know you up there letting them get in them drawers? Stop acting like a fake bitch. So I'm like, excuse me? I thought we were friends. She's like, how the fuck we friends if you letting my man fuck you? We not friends. We never are and we never fucking will be. Maybe at one time we were friends, but not any fucking more. Now get out of my face while I'm trying to eat. You know, I am pregnant and I gotta feed the babies. So she goes upstairs in her room. So that was the end of that. I was about to whip her ass. I was about to go upstairs and clock this bitch. But I'm like, you know what? She actually got a point there. Like, we are fucking, and you know, and I'm going to continuously let you fuck me. So it's like, whatever, okay. So that's how she feel. And no one was keeping that shit from her. I was not keeping it from her. I'm like, you wasn't? She's like, no, I wasn't. She acted like I was keeping that shit from her, or I was trying to be sneaky about it. No one was trying to be sneaky about that shit. Like, I am not a sneaky bitch. Like, I will definitely tell you what the fuck it is. So I'm like, okay. So me and Storm Reed had sex. Storm Reed was funny as shit. She's like, David, beat that shit up. Beat it up. Beat that pussy up. Beat it up. Beat that shit up, baby. So I'm beating it up or whatever. And it was really good. I ain't gonna lie to you. Storm Reed is still young though. Even though she's a kind of, you could say she grown. She like basically 20. So it's like, she's still young though. Even though she's a grown woman, she's still gonna do things that she's not fully aware of what she's doing. I mean, she's aware that she's into me and I'm into her. But what I'm saying is like, she don't know that if her boyfriend find out about this gonna break his heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this for a fact. Because I know he like really into her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like letting her know like what it is. So she's like, you right, David. I should just break it off with him. Because I am really into you. And I mean, we're going to see a lot of each other and we're going to be having sex a lot. I mean, I could break up with him, but don't tell him about you. Like, I can tell him that I just think we should take a break for a little while. And because I'm like, I need to focus on a lot of other stuff and get my head in the game. You know, I don't have to necessarily say that I'm in another relationship. Like, you know, he don't have to find out about that. Like, I could just make it seem like I'm just trying to really focus on my career and stuff. I'm like, I mean, that would be the smart thing to do. She's like, you right. I'm gonna do it. I was gonna do it. Like I had him on the phone before you got here, and I kind of like got scared, and I just didn't like do it. I was gonna break up with him, like I really was, but I just couldn't. I'm like, okay. So like, yeah, I really like I wanted to do it, but then I heard his voice, and then I got so fucking scared that I just didn't do it. So I'm like, okay, all right. Well, next time maybe you won't chicken out. She's like, maybe next time I won't. So I ended up having sex with her again. We ended up cutting up. Then I had to go see crazy ass Zendaya. I had to see Zendaya. Now, if y'all know, Zendaya been a gangster for a little while now. You know what I'm saying? She's been a thug. So I go see Zendaya. I'm like, what's going on, thug? What's going on, Thugalicious? She was like, David, do not call me that shit. Do I look like I'm in a fucking Boondocks? So I'm like, no. She's like, why would you call me that? Do not call me no damn Thugalicious. Do I look like one of them fake ass rappers to you? So I'm like, no. She's like, stop fucking calling me that. Why you call me that shit? Thugalicious. I'm like, because you up here, you up here, you know, going you going gangster on everybody. She's like, I ain't going gangster on everybody. What? You talked to Storm Reed? So I'm like, yeah, Storm Reed told me that you went off on it. She's like, I know I'm gonna go off on her ass again. Why, David? See, let me tell you something. Cause I'm glad I got your ass standing in front of my damn face. Let me tell you something. You need to stop fucking these bitches because it's not going to end well with them. Because you're my man. You're my man, okay? And not just that. Like, these little dumb bitches coming in my damn face acting like I don't know that y'all fucking. Storm Reed should have already been knew that I knew you was sticking your dick in her. She should have already figured that shit out. So I don't know why the hell she's standing in front of my damn face acting like y'all didn't fuck. Or like y'all not recently fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen you going in that fucking girl trailer not too long ago, and you ain't come out until 2 hours later. So what was you doing in there? Showing her a damn essay? No, you were in there showing her your damn dick. So I'm like, okay. She's like, yeah, I already knew y'all was fucking. And she got a damn boyfriend. I could tip his ass off right now and let him know. But I ain't that damn petty. Because you know what? I'm going to let that shit backfire on her ass. Because she really don't know what she doing. But it don't matter. My mother invited that dumb bitch over for breakfast. And she up there in my damn face. Talking about something. Highs in there. And I'm just like, bitch, stop being like a fake bitch. You know goddamn well we both know what you're doing. We both know. So don't get on my damn face acting like I'm not aware that you're fucking my man. Like, I know my man is having sex with you. So stop acting like it's not going down when I know it is. So I'm telling this bitch, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't do this fake shit. Like, don't do this in front of my mother like we all cool because we not no more. Maybe at one time we was like sisters and all that shit, but not any fucking more. And that's what you gotta realize, David. You can't trust no bitch. You think you fucking can? You can't trust no bitch. All bitches are fake. They just are. Now that you learned about that shit, so I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess so. It's like, what the fuck you mean you guess so? You think I'm a fake bitch? Because I'm standing in front of you right now. You think I'm one of them fake bitches? Because if I was fucking somebody, man, I'm not going to be in the other girl's face acting like I ain't doing it. Because I'm already going to feel guilty about the shit any damn way. So it's like, for her to not feel guilty about what the fuck she doing, she know goddamn well that y'all fucking. So why would she stand in my face and do that? So I'm like, I mean, I don't know. It's like, no, she got too much damn balls. That's what it is. These bitches got too much damn balls. So I'm like, you is Thugalicious. That's your new name. She's like, David, you better not call me that fucking name. I'm like, come here, you Thugalicious. She's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yes, you is, girl. You gonna be Thugalicious. She's like, David, stop. So I ended up beating it up. I'm like, say you Thugalicious. She's like, I'm Thugalicious, David. I'm Thugalicious. Leave it. So I ended up beating it up or whatever. I make girls say anything when I'm fucking them. I love talking dirty to girls. I love it. I love when they talk dirty. I make them say anything. She's like, I hate you, David. You make me say that I'm Thugalicious. I'm like, you are Thugalicious. Like, I am not Thugalicious. So If y'all don't know, Thugalicious is one of the gangster rappers that's on Boondocks, and it's a cartoon show. But he a fake gangster though. It's funny as shit though, cause when I see Zendaya, she kind of remind me of a girl version of him. You know what I'm saying? She going around, being gangster to all these girls. She Thugalicious. So she's like, I am not no damn Thugalicious. Stop saying that. So I ended up having sex with her again, right? Beating it up from the back. But Zendaya, no, we gonna have a lot of sex regardless. But then after we had sex, she started crying, like breaking down crying and stuff, cause she was real sad. She was like, David, do you still love me? I'm like, yeah, of course I still love you. She's like, I know I did a lot of stuff that's probably like unforgivable and everything, but at the end of the day, like I really did it out of love. Like I did everything I did, David. I did it out of love, and I love you. And when your wife came back to tnerra, it's like I got scared. Like I don't know, like you really love this girl. Like you really love her. Like you love Jenna Ortega. Like you really love this girl. So it's like I get scared, like I don't know, just something came over me. I'm just like, I don't want to fucking lose you. I wasn't thinking when I pulled the gun out on her. I know I shouldn't have did it in front of y'all babies. I know that was wrong and everything. I know Zendaya, she's like, I know that girl tnerra. I know she ain't never gonna forgive me for that. And I wouldn't either. If somebody put the gun out on me in front of my kids, my newborns, I definitely wouldn't forgive him either. That would still be embedded in my fucking head. So I get it, she hates me because, I did do it. And I don't regret doing it because, I did it out of love and I love you. So I don't regret doing anything I did. So I'm like, you don't regret. What if your ass ended up in jail? It's like, David, I knew you wasn't going to send me off to jail. I knew you wasn't going to do that. I know your character, David. I knew. Now, if your wife would have pressed charges on me, I'm like, my wife is thinking about pressing charges on you. She's like, she is? I'm like, yeah, I can't stop her from that. You did put a gun out on her. She's like, she gonna press charges on me? I'm like, I said she thinking about it. And if she do, that means you going to jail. She's like, David, I know what that fucking means. But I'm pregnant though. I'm like, look, I've been talking to my wife, so she probably not gonna press charges. You just gotta stay away from her. So like, I can do that. I'm like, just stay away from her. Don't threaten her. Don't do anything. You feel me? Like, can you do that? It's like, yeah, I can. I'm like, all right, you gotta be a good girl though. You gotta stop being all like a gangster to everybody. It's like, all right, David, okay. So we ended up having sex. I ended up turning her ass up. Now, I'm on my way to see the girl Bella. The girl Bella that plays on The Last of Us, so I'm gonna go see her. And her mom was talking to her. So she's like, Bella, how come you didn't want to go out with the family? How come you don't want to go with the family tonight? She's like, David's coming over. She's like, okay, what's going on with you and David? Because he is a damn hunk. He is very attractive. He is very handsome. But you do know that it's a lot of girls that likes him, right? You do know that. This man got the biggest album in the world. His album is number one. It's number one in over 100 states. It's bigger than Miley Cyrus' album. He's a movie star and all that stuff. It's like, Mom, I'm fully aware of everything about David. You don't have to tell me, like, I already know. So she's like, okay, but do you also know that he's married? He has a wife that just had babies. What's her name? tnerra or something? She was like, yeah, I know about tnerra. I never met her, but I know her. So she was like, yeah, so what's going on with you and David? So she was like, I seen that video of y'all kissing at work when y'all doing that little cartoon show. She was like, you seen that? Somebody was filming us? She's like, yeah, somebody was filming y'all and the video is out there of y'all kissing and stuff. And he was grabbing your butt or your booty or whatever. She was like, just say ass, Mom. He was grabbing my ass. So she was like, so are y'all like what? What is you, his girlfriend? She's like, yes. So she like, are y'all two having sex? So it's like, Mom, no, I mean, we're just kissing, that's all. So she's like, so why is he grabbing your ass then? Why is he touching all over you? She's like, I mean, when you're in a relationship, that's kind of what you do, Mom. I mean, you show each other affection. Like, what's the point of being in a relationship if you're not going to show that person that you're like into him or y'all into each other? Like, that's like really stupid. So she's like, okay, you know what? I mean, I'm not going to get too deep with this conversation. I'm just hoping that y'all not having sex. She's like, no, of course not. So I remember I did end up showing up, and Bella, she opened the door. She's like, hey, baby. I just remember Bella mother was staring at me hard as shit. I ain't gonna lie. Bella mother was looking at me so hard. Not like she was attracted to me. She just was looking at me like she was pissed the hell off. So she was looking at me like she was pissed off, and I ain't gonna lie, I did end up busting out laughing. Cause it was funny as shit the way her mother was looking at me. So she was like, David, why are you laughing? I'm like, I'm laughing at your mother. She cracking me the hell up. I'm not gonna lie. She trying to look hard, but her face is just making me want to laugh. So when she looked over at her mother, she did end up laughing too, because it was funny. So she was like, all right, let's just go in my room. So she was like, what y'all gonna be doing in that room? She's like, nothing, looking at TV. Mom, I'm gonna shut the door, okay? So she's like, you better not lock it. She's like, I'm gonna lock it. She's like, you better not lock that door, Bella. So she locks the door, and we looking at TV. So we looking at TV, and we put on The Last of Us, right? Something like, you my Last of Us girl. She's like, am I your Last of Us girl? Yes. I'm like, say you my Last of Us girl. It's like, I'm your Last of Us girl. I'm like, say it. It's like, you're so nasty. So I'm kissing her. It's like, my mom is in the other room, David. Dad, okay, fuck it. Okay. So she started taking off her clothes or whatever. She's like, David, you gotta be really quiet. Like, I don't want my mom to hear. So I started beating it up or whatever like that. And I'm beating it up. And she like moaning real loud or whatever. But she turned the TV up real loud. She turned the TV up real loud, and I was turning her ass up. I ain't gonna lie. But then I started beating it up from the back or whatever, and she was kind of throwing it back. But yeah, I was beating it up from the back, which was really good. And she was like, David, I hope my mom didn't hear me having sex. You was so rough. I'm like, yeah. She's like, you trying to get me pregnant? I'm like, what you mean? It's like, I mean, you're like coming inside of me so hard. Are you trying to do that? Is that what you're trying to do? Trying to make a baby? I mean, you're not using protection. I'm like, oh, I mean, I don't like using protection. It's like, well, that's very obvious. You don't like using protection. That's very obvious. So I'm like, oh, okay, you saying it's obvious? Like, yeah, it's very obvious. But I like that you are honest about that. So she's like, I asked you, do you want to start a family? I'm asking you a question. So I'm like, oh, I mean, yeah, I mean, what if I do want to start a family with you? She's like, you do? I'm like, yeah, it's like, I'm 15 and you're 16. My mother would kill me if I get pregnant. I'm like, she's like, I don't even think I'm having sex. But I don't know, do you think she heard me moaning? I was pretty loud. I'm like, she's like, I couldn't hold it in, David. I mean, like, I don't know, did your dick get bigger? Like, I think your dick got bigger. I'm like, you think so? She's like, I think so. I mean, it was really deep, like really, really deep. If y'all don't know, Bella from The Last of Us, she sounds like, I'll be real with y'all. She sounds like she sounds like she's from like England, or she has this accent with her when she talks. But it's like when she's like acting, she can turn that accent off. Like you can't really hear the accent when she's like, playing her characters. But it's like in person, she has this accent, like this England accent with her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I can't really explain it. But she has this, I like her talk. I like the way she talks though. I like her voice, like how she talks and everything like that. But yeah, we had sex, definitely cut up and everything. I had to go back to my wife, tnerra. So I go back to my wife, tnerra. She was still She was still knocked out sleep, which was good. The babies was still asleep and everything. I got in the shower. And then tnerra had got in the shower with me. So I'm like, tnerra, I thought you was asleep. She's like, I was, but I heard you taking off your clothes and stuff. So I'm like, oh, it's like, I'm horny. David, I'm like, look, I was just, making some runs. That's all, baby. It's like, okay. I'm like, it's like, David, tomorrow I want you all to myself. A whole day. I want to spend the whole weekend with you. I'm like, yeah, we are, baby. I got to train you and everything. It's like, I thought you was going to train me next weekend. I'm like, okay. I mean, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll train you next weekend. It's like, okay. And so this weekend we can just hang out, be a couple. I mean, don't you love my company? I'm like, yeah, I love your company. He's like, okay, so let's, like you're my husband, I'm your wife. Show me off or do something. I don't know. So I'm like, okay. So I ended up having sex with tnerra. And tnerra's in her damn 30s, right? So tnerra, after we got out the shower, we in the bed, and she was just like, David, I'm scared of getting older. I'm like, what do you mean? You already in your damn 30s? She's like, yeah, I know that, David. I'm fully aware of how old I am. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, but I'm saying, like, I don't want to get too old to the point where you don't want to be with me no more. I'm like, okay. She's like, David, I mean, I'm not like you. I'm not going to stay the same age forever. Like, you're going to be 16 for a long time. But I'm not. I'm just going to keep getting older each fucking year. And it's like, I don't want to, like, use. And then after that, I'm like, look, if you're supposed to be having all my damn babies, you don't think that God is going to keep you the same age? You might just stay 30 something for a long time. God is very fair, trust me. And I already know that he's going to keep you in your 30s for a long time. So you ain't got nothing to worry about. She's like, I don't. I'm like, no, I don't know why you worried about it. You have nothing to worry about. You're going to be pretty, and even I think you're going to be even more prettier than what you are right now. It's like, okay. So I'm like, now look. I'm gonna be filming a lot of movies with a lot of different celebrity girls. It's like, I'm gonna be on set. tnerra, like, I'm gonna be on set, David. I already told you. Like, right now, I can't really say nothing to these bitches. Right now, I can't say nothing to them because we just had babies, newborn. So I gotta attend to them. So it's like, I can't really get up in their damn face and say how I really fucking feel, because I just can't do it right now. Like, it's not good timing to do it. But you could believe you me, in a few more damn months, when the babies can start, when they can hold their necks up and stuff, trust me, I know I'm going to be pregnant. I'm still going to be up in their damn face, though. I'm like, okay. It's like, David, I can't say shit to them right now. I can't really say it. I mean, I can say something to them, but it's like, while you filming and working and stuff, I gotta attend to the babies. Like, somebody gotta do it. They can't be in here by themselves. Which is why I asked you, could my friend come down? Because I could be able to do that if she's like watching the babies and everything, and I could be with you while you on set, and they can see me with you. Like, they be like, oh, he got his wife tnerra with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they can't really come on to you if you're with your wife, unless they that fucking bold and that fucking stupid. Cause I will, like, smack the shit out them bitches, like, if they get too damn disrespectful. Cause if they that bold where they see me all over you and they still try to, like, come on to you or flirt with you, and they see me and that's visible that I'm, like, in their face, and they still try something. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit their ass. Like, yes, the fuck, you definitely deserve it. Like, bitch, no. Cause you know goddamn well that you see me standing here. So I'm like, yeah, I get what she's saying. She's like, you know what I'm saying? Some of them bitches, I got some of them being stupid. I got some of them actually trying something, like coming on to you and all this stuff, and they seeing me right there, and they just acting like they don't see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got some of them being stupid, but then I got some of them that got common sense. Some of them might see me and be like, all right, I'm gonna wait till he's not around his wife, and then I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? I got some of them being smart, but then I got a lot of them being stupid as shit. So I'm like, you think so? It's like, David, they're celebrity bitches. A lot of them already dumb as shit. So I'm like, you think so? It's like, David, I just know so. Like, I'm mad, like a lot of the celebrity girls, like just Zendaya in general. That girl is out of her fucking mind. But people wouldn't believe that Zendaya is that way because she doesn't present herself in that way. Like if you go to her Instagram, she's like you would think she is a perfect princess. Like, just your perfect little princess. She can do no harm. She's just Zendaya. You know what I'm saying? She's just a beautiful, beautiful, pretty, attractive girl. But that is all bullshit. That is all bullshit. If I ever seen it, that is all bullshit. If I ever like that is stupid. I used to buy into that shit. That celebrity girls are real sweet and shit until I met them in person. Like that's all bullshit. Zendaya is not what. No, I don't. That girl is a fucking damn evil ass bitch. She's a Looney Tune bitch, and I don't care if she see that interview and see what I say about her. Like I don't care because I want her to see that shit. I want her to see it and see what I had to say. Because these girls are really starting to piss me off. Because I'm your wife and it seems like they're not getting that shit. It seems like they're not understanding that I'm your bitch. I'm like, yeah, I guess, I get what you're saying. It's like, and you ain't making it clear to them. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, you're not telling them that I'm your fucking girl. You're not telling them that I'm your wife. You're not making it clear to them. So I'm like, I am making it clear to them. It's like, David, you're not. You're not making it clear to them because you was making it clear to them, then it would be clear to them. Then they would understand that I am your girl. They would fully understand that, but they don't because you're not making it clear to them. So I guess that I gotta fucking do it. So I'm like, I ain't say that you gotta do it. It's like you didn't have to say it. I'm telling you that I gotta do it. I'm like, okay. All right, well, okay. But look, you do realize that you're going to have to start cooking dinner. It's like, okay. I can start cooking dinner before I start showing because, I just found out that I'm pregnant again. So I can start cooking dinner. I'm like, you can? It's like, yeah. I guess, that should be for the best that we should start, I should start cooking dinner. But you got to be home to eat it, David. You have to be home to eat the dinner. You have to be home to receive the damn dinner. You have to be home to fucking eat it because I'm not going to cook dinner and it's just sitting out getting cold. I'm not going to do that because that's going to be a waste of time of me cooking and a waste of time of me putting the fucking food on the table and it's just not getting ate. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just going to be pissed off because I put all that damn effort in and then ain't nobody eating that shit. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to be highly pissed. So you got to be around to eat it, David. You can't be outside with those fucking girls doing I don't know what with them bitches. So it's like, you got to be here with your wife eating dinner with your wife and your family. Now, is that clear? I'm like, yeah, that's clear. It's like, David, I'm really not fucking playing with you. I'm like, I know tnerra, and I said I got you. She's like, all right. So, yeah, me and tnerra, we did end up, having sex or whatever. I wasn't going to do my whole documentary movie on here because that's, on Disney Plus, and, in a parallel universe, So, I wasn't going to do that, because a lot of stuff happened in the documentary movie and stuff. My fans was obviously a part of it because without my fans, I wouldn't be David Sims, and shout out to my dad who was God. But I wanted to stop this episode here. I just hope that everybody thugging and clutching and everything. And also, yeah, part two is not gonna come for another few months. But part one is out. My fans is eating that shit up. But yeah, man, um, I never know what to say to wind the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? As you can tell. But anyway, we don't do the YouTube thing for views. Like I'm not trying to get a whole bunch of views. It is what it is. YouTube is YouTube. I was never made for me to be famous on YouTube. I was never made for that. I was made for something else. So, yeah, I'm going to holler at y'all later. I hope that everybody thugging. Oh, and another thing I want to say. Don't be letting other people get to you so you be scared to live your life. You better just live your damn life accordingly. You gotta live your life, yeah, fuck it.